Go
It's
ahead.
two different things. Dating will cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
Courting may cost you a fortune or may cost you nothing.
You're right.
Because you're trying to test the person to see, hey, man, I want to, this is the one.
This lady said if you're not making more than $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be dating. And the statistics show that, what, do most people make under $50,000 or more than $50,000?
Most people make under $50,000. And let's define the word dating.
Okay. Courting, what is it? Taking
dating to me is almost like tricking off, kind of.
Okay.
Dating is tricking off.
Okay. And what
if I want to date a girl, Brandon, we going on a date. What's that, Brandon? If you take a girl on a date, what's that, Brandon?
And we're gonna probably go to a nice restaurant. I'm gonna try to show off. you're gonna be entertained. You're gonna have a good time.
Don't that sound like tricking?
It can be, but so we're so far removed from just a regular date. That's the first thing I think people think about, because if you go ahead, you don't think so? Like
you said, courting. So what's the difference between dating and courting?
I'm not sure. I guess it shouldn't be like I have to feel like I'm putting on a show. I'm showing you my best, but I think that's where we are now. Like you can't just take somebody to a place we talked about, Golden Corral, as a first date. Okay,
what is the difference between dating and courting?
It's no difference really, depending on how serious you are about it.
Like Brandon, if you talk a little crazy, we're gonna break.
Go ahead. What do you mean? Go ahead, because that's how I see it. Go ahead, but tell me how you see it.
Did you date your wife or did you court your wife, Brandon? Your wife, Brandon.
Which
both. One did you do?
Did both. But tell me what's the difference, because these are all just words that we can kind of say this. We're doing one, we're doing the other one, but we don't really know which is which, right?
How long did you date your wife?
Let's see. Before we did what? We said we were dating.
How long did you date your wife?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can go on a date with somebody, but you're not dating them.
I'm asking you, how long did you date your wife?
But I'm asking you, because can you go on a date with somebody and not be dating them?
How long did you court your wife?
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. I courted her for maybe like a couple of months before we actually started dating each other.
Okay, I'm confused. So what's the difference between courting and dating?
I think, and that's the thing, like it's whatever you want to do, because people can say, oh, we're dating, but you're really not dating. You're going on dates. And most of the time, you can be going on a date with somebody and you're not dating them. You're just feeding them. Do you agree with that? Because you can be going on a date with somebody and they have no idea. They have no, I guess what I'm trying to say is you're not going to be really dating them. You don't have a chance to date this person. You're just going out. I needed something to do. I'm hungry. I'm going to give you a chance to feed me. But will we be in a relationship? No.
Brandon, I want to ask your wife. What's the difference between courting and dating?
But that's what I'm saying. These words, we don't even know what these words mean.
I know. I bet she knows.
But that's her opinion on what it means. That's what I'm asking you. But that's what I'm asking you.
Courting means you see somebody who's going to be your significant other for a long-term relationship.
Do you think that's what people are thinking about when they say courting? People don't even know. Like I said, we don't even know the definitions of these words that we use and these terms that we use, and they change.
I know. I just said the definition.
I hear you. I never knew what the definition of courting means. I know what the action is and the action is for, but the real definition for it, I never knew the actual definition.
All right. In my opinion, Brandon dated his wife a few times in his life.
We went on a date, or we dated?
No, you went on you dated a few times with your wife.
Okay. Not in a relationship, just went on a date.
Just listen to me. But you courted even longer.
Yeah.
So a date was used to say, hey, I really kind of like this person. I wonder what they got next.
Well, I think you go on dates to try to figure out whether y'all go together, like your chemistry works together.
Yes.
Because can't you want to court somebody and then you start courting them and you figure out we're not going to be in this kind of relationship? No, why not? How do you?
Maybe actually, Brandon, you the married man, so
okay,
you the only one who did courting, that a successful court. Brandon, when you realize your wife was you want to be your wife?
Before I started dating her, I just happened to be right.
So you never dated your wife. You always courted your wife.
Yeah. Kinda, actually. And that's but I'm saying, but you sometimes you don't know. I could have been wrong, right? And we could have went on dates and I'd be like, nah, that's not really what I want to do.
Well, I'm trying to say, once a man realized that this person, that his significant other wants to be in a long-term relationship, then he start the courting process.
Okay.
The dating is kind of like tricking, and you just, hey, you know,
but why do you
playing the field? You know, I'm seeing what's going on. But once you start courting, you want a serious relationship with that person.
Yeah, but what if you kind of doing a little bit of both? Because you might be serious at first, and then time goes by, you kind of I don't know, you may be trying to entertain somebody else. Then you're like, that's not working. But go ahead.
It's two different things. Dating will cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
Courting may cost you a fortune or may cost you nothing.
You're right.
Because you're trying to test the person to see, hey, man, this is the one.
But let me ask you this. Do you think, because how you explained it is perfect and it makes sense, but can you let a woman know that's what you're doing? Like, say, I want to court you. I don't want to date you. I want to be serious about us. But I'm going to do it differently than I would normally do when I'm dating and I'm tricking in a way. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Because dating maybe trying to impress.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like I don't need to impress you. I'm just going to show you who I really am. And do you need to do something more of the impressing on the courting?
No, you should not be impressing on the courting.
But that's what I'm saying. So do you think the females are going to be okay with that? If they see you're serious.
No, because that mean they're down with you. I mean, man, you want to go to Subway? The Subway got $5 foot loads.
Right.
I'm low on money. I only got $15.
All that sounds good in a real world scenario, but in this lady's world, no, because you sound like you broke and you sound like you struggling.
I said the same thing, Brennan. You proving my point. Dating is tricking. She want to trick off with you. And she want to date you.
But that's what I'm saying. So
if a man wants to court her, she'll be like, okay, I'm willing to step down or be with this man, no matter what his status is in life or where he got in life. I'm down for it. She ain't ready for that. She just want to date so she could trick off and get the more expensive stuff.
I hear you, but when she was talking about some of her examples, she was saying how she may be asking for a Chanel bag or the guy taking her to the Chanel store to get a bag, and she's going to tell him, no, just give me $10,000 instead of taking me to the Chanel bag for a property that I want to buy for my beauty salon. But see what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like some people don't want to be courted; they want to be tricked on. But let me play some of what she was saying. So we can kind of make some sense of her point.